We all traveled to Lumut to personally meet the people behind Brunei LNG and to understand a little more about it. When we arrived, video cameras and form of cellular devices were taken away, so we will try our best in explaining everything one by one. The oil and gas industry is the biggest economical contribution to Brunei. There are two major industries, which is BSP and BLNG. We take the chance to meet up close and personal with the people working in BLNG to get a better understanding of how it does not environmentally pollute the atmosphere and contribute to maintaining a green Brunei. Environmental aspects of the topic, let's go through a brief introduction to BLNG. What is BLNG? What does it stand for? BLNG is the abbreviation of Brunei Liquefied Natural Gas. Now, what is gas? Yes, it is as simple as thinking about the loose bonds moving spontaneously that your science teacher told you in primary school. But what is the connection between gas and oil? Here's the interesting part. When a location of oil is found, it is dug up and the oil is sucked out using a pipe. What people discover when taking out oil is gas, a source of energy that can generate power underneath it. Brunei then take the initiative and extract this gas and export it overseas. When we talk about exporting this gas, it takes a lot of ships to export a little amount of gas, and shipping those costs a lot. A Class A ship used to ship LNG from Brunei to a distance of 4,000 kilometers to Korea and Japan has the capacity of 137,000 cubic meters. If Brunei were to transport this amount of gas to that distance, Brunei had to spend a lot only on transportation. Now this is when the BLNG plant comes in. The plant's purposes is to condense gas into liquid, which is 600 times smaller in size. With this, Brunei transports a lot of LNG in one ship. First, the gas will go through a series of pipes to remove the impurities of the gas. They remove moisture that contains in the gas because it will turn into ice in between the process. After further removal of other gases, the remaining of the gas will mostly be methane with some ethane. The gas is then cooled at negative 163 degrees. It will then be condensed and ready to be exported.
In the 1960s, substantial gas reserves were discovered beneath the waters of Brunei. In the wake of this, Brunei pioneered a development that would change the gas industry. First established in 1969, Brunei LNG Sinjan Berhad in Lumut was the first LNG plant in Asia. It began operations in 1973 with the first cargo delivery to Japan. The company is 50% owned by the Brunei government, 25% by Shell Overseas Holdings Limited and 25% by the Mitsubishi Corporation. Brunei LNG produces 6.71 million tons of LNG annually and employs more than 500 people, of which 92% are Bruneians, in its 150-hectare plant. Today, the LNG produced in Lumut is shipped to customers in Japan and South Korea. In its schedule that has remained ongoing for 45 years, the LNG has transported approximately 8,000 cargoes of LNG.
So how clean is LNG?
First of all, utilizing LNG prevents waste of precious natural gas. Natural gas is a clean burning fuel whose combustion generates no unburned residues or soot. It could be considered the most environmentally friendly fossil fuel because it has the lowest carbon dioxide emission out of all fossil fuels. Burning natural gas produces about 30% less carbon dioxide than burning petroleum and about 45% less than burning coal.
In its liquid state, LNG is odorless, non-toxic and non-corrosive. It is not explosive and cannot burn. When exposed, LNG rapidly evaporates, leaving no residue on water or soil. If spilled, LNG would not result in a slick because 100% of it evaporates. For LNG to burn, it must first vaporize and then mix with air in the proper proportions and then be ignited.
In the case of the leak, the LNG vaporizes into a gas and mixes with air. Here, there is a risk of ignition which creates fire and thermal radiation hazards.
The plant uses flare stacks to burn off unnecessary gases. During flaring, only CO2 is emitted. Except for the loud noise, there is nothing to worry about.
I'm Aiman. Pronunciation, lifestyles. Lifestyle niya mo ko no. Poliwa. I don't wanna be like them.
In the proper proportions and
There is a risk of ignition which could create fire and thermal radiation hazards.
The government is 50% owned. Oh boy. Sarap. Kaya dapat 3.
I'm Aiman.
Bidet.
Kagat lang tapi.
Kau sini jadi macam terpotong.
Nah, itu yang mana tuh? Wah. Dia yang mau.
I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you did, as long as you love me. Who you are, where you're from, don't care what you did, as long as you love me.
Kaya ba? 1, 2, 3.
In the 1960s, substantial gas reserves were discovered beneath the waters of Brunei. In the wake of this, Brunei pioneered a development that would change the gas industry.
First established in 1969, Brunei LNG's Liquefied in Lumut was the first LNG plant in Asia.
Began operations in 1973 with the first cargo delivery to Japan. The company is 50% owned by the Brunei government,
20% by Shell Overseas Holding Limited,
and 25% by Mitsubishi Corporation.
Brunei LNG produces 6.71 million tons
In 200 cargoes
of liquefied natural gas annually.
and employs more than 500 people, of which 90% of it is Bruneian in its 150 plant.
today, Aku lang to.
Bawa.
Today, the LNG produced in Lumut is shipped to customers in Japan and South Korea.
In its schedule that has remained ongoing for 45 years, the LNG has transported approximately 8,000 cargoes of LNG.
Pinigit ka.
Oh my god, sakit tangan